Hello everyone, welcome back to part 13. Let's add some of the detail to the back. Okay, now I'm referencing the pictures and let's move there a little bit. I think the back detail is a little bit more extruded than, let's say, the head, where you have it's a similar pattern, but I don't know, I'm just trying to see how to approach it and what brush I should use for it. So let's see what I've decided to do. It's so interesting watching it all over again. Okay, snake hook brush. Like I said before, it will always give you that notification. I like not working with the normal settings, not changing any of the shortcut keys or any of the settings in my software, because if I do or do some custom ones, then I just learned to work with what's standard. That's how I like doing things. But that doesn't mean that if you want to do custom settings, you can't do that. You can in ZBrush. You can do it in every software. You can do it. I just prefer working with the standard ones. I'm thinking about the snake hook brush, which works really well for that pattern, doesn't it? And the one which we did on the chin as well. But that doesn't look in a line, does it? It's very difficult. Let's see how I figured out that problem. Going from the top, from the side, inspecting now which is the best view to do this. Maybe the top, but how would you do the snake hook brush with the top? Maybe we can do with the standard one first and then pull it out with the snake hook brush. So let's see whether that will work. Because the snake hook, it's you can work from the top, but it's not gonna give you. With the snake hook brush, I've learned that you need to be kind of on a side or something to be able to see where it's going. So I think it will work well with the standard one, just to put the bullet points on, and then maybe we can just lift them up, extrude them a little bit. I think that's what I decided to do at the end. And I think it was finishing up somewhere there, that detail. Yeah, right about there. Damien standard, like we did on the eyebrows. Is it gonna work this way? Did it work this way? Let's have a look. Also, yeah, for the previous thing, I had my symmetry off, and I did not like that with the Damien standard. I used the inverse of the Damien standard brush. So now I'm trying with the standard one, see whether it will give me a better effect. It was too sharp with the Damien standard, the inverse. I think that works a little bit better. Yeah, now I think I'm gonna extrude it with masking again, so I can work just with these little, how do you call it? Not bubbles, but just little bumps. Whoops, Command Z. Yeah, I don't want it, because this is a way of not masking all that geometry that is there. You see how it's fading? I don't want that. I just wanted the full masked thing. Sometimes it's when I press one of the control key. Okay, so let's extrude it a little bit. Let's try if we rotate it a little bit. We will need to move it there where it's the area. Sometimes it might work well when it's not, the pivot is not exactly at the where we want it, but I think in this case we had to unlock it and move the pivot. Yeah, so just tiny bit rotated, so we get that nice detail. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looked pretty good, didn't it? It's coming in closer so we see. But you can see how we're stretching the geometry as well. So let's go to the highest subdivision level that we had. Looks pretty good on the highest one. Move brush so we can kind of make them a little bit more bumpy, because I think the ones on the picture, his spikes, let's call them spikes, they're a little bit more round and more narrower, as far as I can remember. Just move them a little bit with X for symmetry on. That looks good. What's going to happen if we inflate them tiny bit? And if you see the intensity, it's on 10 only. So if you feel that you need to adjust the intensity, it's your model, you know, you need to find a way how to do things your way and to your liking or to the customer's liking. Where this is a personal project, so I can do whatever I want with it, but not when it comes to customer projects, you know. So with this one, it's personal, so I can get away with things. And if I give up on some things, I just decide that it's not making too much of a big difference. If I have to change things, I'll just get on with the rest. So I think I'm starting let's flatten the tail a little bit. It's the clay brush inverse and then smooth brush. A little bit more clay brush inverse. You see how the clay brush gives you, because it's got that nice alpha there, it gives you that nice kind of edge, almost edge to it. Which is quite useful when you need it. If you don't want it to be all round and smooth when you need that edge there. I think it looks pretty good. And I think we're done with this one. See you in the next one, part 14. Thank you.